Hey everybody, I hope you're well and staying healthy in this time of uncertainty. Charity Pants is all about promoting charities and nonprofits and how they're making an impact in their community. And I figured this would be a great opportunity to have, a conversation with various organizations to learn about how they are making an impact and how you can also get involved. So today is my first interview. I did it with Giazzi Ross of laworks.com. And laworks.com is a website where they provide, pretty much a calendar of volunteer events throughout the month. And so this is the first interview. I hope you enjoy it. We did it on IG Live, so I jumped on the IG Live train. And yeah, more to come. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you learned something, and I hope it inspires you somehow to get back, even in this time of uncertainty.
All
Hey,
right. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. And
Yeah, totally.
hello to all your guests.
Yeah. Yeah. We got some people trickling in who love pants. Yeah. I have to ask you first. Are you wearing any pants right now?
Yeah, I'm wearing pants. I don't,
Good.
yeah,
Figured out,
I thought it would be wrong to do this without pants, given
yeah.
the current, situation.
Yeah, especially if you're going handheld.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
So, I just for the people that don't know what this is, through Charity Pants, we like to promote and elevate the voices of people who are doing good in the world. And those are voices of individual people and also organizations. And so I recently put out a post saying, hey, I want to start having conversations with people and organizations, about how they're making an impact in the community. Because right now it's like volunteerism is it's already difficult to sometimes bring people out to volunteer. And now we're in a situation where people are restricted by, social distancing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, so I think these conversations are important. It's also for not only my curiosity, but other people is, how can people get back in general, but then also especially now in this situation. So thanks for joining me, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I know you work for laworks.org,
Yeah.
but then you're also a musician. So just tell me about a little bit about your background and how you got involved in LA Works and what do they do?
Yeah. So LA Works, we're actually laworks.com. Even though we're not a company, we are a nonprofit organization, 501c3. We just didn't get the .org in time, so a little fun backstory on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, we are the largest volunteer agency here in Los Angeles. So, when people aren't social distancing, 25,000 people a year come through us
Hmm.
to find volunteer opportunities, and you can find anything from working with animals to reading to kids to feeding the homeless. Um, a number of different organizations come to us for volunteers. So yeah, we are the place to go. And during this crisis, we're trying to be that as well.
Yeah.
So we have a number of like virtual volunteering options. We just started a telecare program where you can call somebody who's homebound, who can't necessarily like interact with the world. You can just
Yeah.
call them up, and that's a virtual volunteer opportunity. So there are a lot of options for people now, and we're
Oh,
just trying to
sorry.
get the
Okay.
word out.
Just getting a
Yeah,
phone.
we're, oh,
Hold on.
can you hear me
Okay.
still?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So we're just trying to get the word out. Whoever wants to help out, whoever wants to volunteer, we're trying to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a great platform because when I first started doing Charity Pants, I was using
Oh,
laworks.com.
cool. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have a great platform where you can see the calendar and the days and what options are there. And then right there you can sign up. And yeah, I've used that for, I would say, like 80% of the volunteer work that we've done. I found it through LA
Oh,
Works.
cool.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool to know. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. Well,
Yeah. That's nice. Thank you.
yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
using our platform.
No,
Um,
it's great. It's incredible. And do you? So is I'm assuming. I mean, LA Works is just. I see it when you scroll to the bottom. It's a part of. I forget something network. But is it?
yeah. The hands-on like points of light network. Yeah. So this is actually, I didn't know this before starting to work here, but every major city has like some volunteer center, and we are that volunteer center for LA. But it's a national like network. So
Yeah.
Points of Light over in DC has the hub, and then there are a bunch of little affiliates scattered throughout. So there's like New York Cares, um, there's like Hands on Nashville.
Hmm.
They all have like Cares or Works or some kind of name like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well,
keep rebranding, and were like, we're not going to rebrand anymore.
yeah. No, LA
It's
Works
confusing.
is
Yeah,
great.
it's fine. Yeah,
It's short and sweet.
yeah.
And tell me a little bit how the process works. Do organizations reach out to you, or do you reach out to them, or kind of vice versa?
Yeah. So organizations reach out to us. Oh, we're commenting
Oh
our
yeah.
our great our great we're okay. The great beautiful thing about us is like we're a volunteer network. So
Hmm.
the person who's running our social media right now, and he's been doing an amazing job at it. It's just volunteering for us to spread all that stuff around. So she's commenting about our social connection page, which is like a direct
Hmm.
response to any folks in need during COVID. That's it. But anyway, um,
Yeah.
to answer your question, organizations reach out to us, and we're also scouring the internet for organizations that need help right now. So
Yeah.
it's either they can come to us, get connected with our system, or we're looking for orgs. Yeah.
That's great. So, in this crisis that we're in, what are some of the initiatives that organizations are doing? And I know that you guys have virtual volunteering as well.
Yeah, virtual volunteering is it's a big one right now. Um, the only orgs that are really doing any kind of in-person volunteering is the food bank.
Hmm.
Um, for the most part, everybody else has sort of shut their operation down, or they're doing it with just staff. So those opportunities are still like very much needed. So if you had any guests
Hmm.
who wanted to volunteer in person, like go do it if you're not showing any symptoms. They have, they're taking all the precautions. They do thermometer checks and gloves, hand sanitizer, the whole deal. Um, but in terms of like where that virtual volunteering need is coming from, a lot of people are needing help with like managing their database, or
Hmm.
maybe it's like virtual volunteering options for tutoring kids. Like a lot of our education orgs are doing that. So guests can
Yeah,
help
that's huge.
out there as well. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, and then I guess also virtual volunteering, I'm assuming, is something that you guys have been doing for a while, because I remember I stumbled across it before in the past, but now it
Yeah,
seems like even more than ever.
yeah, we had to restructure our programming like completely.
Hmm.
From having 100 in-person projects a month to go down to like a handful of like options for people has been a big change. We did like a little bit of virtual volunteering, um, but now it's like our primary thing. Like people want to give back, so we're just trying to figure out ways for folks to give back.
Yeah, we have to be extra creative in these times too.
Oh,
Because I know that, yeah,
yeah.
a lot of organizations, rely on their volunteers. So at this time, it's tough. And yeah, it's interesting to know that they can only really work with the people within their organization too. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a limit right now. So which is, a tough situation.
Yeah. And to be honest, like really like what organizations need now is if you can help with like if you have a specific skill set. So obviously, you're doing social media, getting the word out. That's great. Like more people doing stuff like that is like what we need. Obviously, if you can donate your dollars, like nonprofits need that
Hmm.
now more than ever.
Yeah.
It seems like the narrative in LA is on all the local businesses that can't, like restaurants that and bars and things like that can't operate. But for nonprofits, that story isn't really, it's not in the zeitgeist or the media's eye right now. But like a lot of
Mhm.
nonprofits are struggling and probably going
Yeah.
to shut down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, man. It's a very strange, uncertain, and in a way unexpected time. That we're all kind of
Yeah.
going through this. And so I think I had a couple notes. So yeah, are there? I see that there's a few. Another thing that we try to do with Charity Pants is, since there's so many different ways to give back, we try to let people know of the different opportunities and stuff. What do you feel right now in terms of what you guys have been focusing on or restructuring is something that people can start to do? I know that there's a million mask challenge and something like that.
Yeah, the Million Mask Challenge. Okay, so most people probably have heard the order from the mayor where all Angelenos should be wearing masks because 1 to 3 days, 25% of people who are spreading COVID, they won't be showing symptoms, and masks can reduce that by a great deal. So we've started this Million Mask Challenge. It's on our website. You can just go to laworks.com. And what you do is you volunteer to make a mask for maybe a healthcare professional or someone who needs it, and you make that mask. You sew it. We give you all the instructions, and then you wash it. You send it to them, and then they wash it when they receive it. So it's a double wash process.
Yeah.
And if you have materials, you can provide materials. If you need materials, there's a form on there. Say, hey, I want to help, but I need materials. So either way, you can give back. If you're just giving out materials, cool, do that. If you just want to make a mask, cool, do that. There's a bunch of different entry points for that opportunity. If you go to at laworks now, it's in our link. It's in our bio. That option.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, after this, I'll do a little post on it because my guy Ryan, who helps me out with Charity Pants, he's definitely been passionate about the mask because there's a limitation of them, and it's the one thing that we need right now. So we'll push that. Awesome, man. And then I guess to kind of wrap this up, you want to mention again maybe the telephone.
Our telesocial program. It's one of our most popular projects, and we just started it. And already it's gone off the ground, and we're seeing a lot of success from it in terms of volunteers who want to give back and recipients. So with the telesocial program, what you do is you just go to laworks.com/social connection, social connection, or you can just go to laworks.com and navigate to the social connection page. But with that opportunity, you are essentially just calling people who are homebound. Maybe they're in a vulnerable population, they're above the age of 65, and they can't necessarily get out, or they have a compromised immune system. You can just call them and have a conversation.
That's great.
That's really it. It means so much.
Are there guidelines in terms of how to direct the conversation and stuff like that?
Yeah, we take you through a training where you have a manual, some scripts and things like that to sort of get you started. But all of that stuff is provided. Our staff will train you on the proper things to say and not say, and helpful conversation topics. So we'll take you through all of it. We'll make you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll make you feel cared for as you're caring for folks.
Yeah. Well, I have to say too, you've been my first video chat since this process. I feel like I don't have any friends anymore because nobody just invited me to Zoom.
So many Zoom meetings. It's tons of them, man. Yeah. I've never done IG Live, so this is kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. It's the future, man.
Yeah.
So, is there last things you want to say? Any final thoughts? Anything you want to add?
No, just if there's any way folks want to give back, we have a bunch of different options. I know we mentioned the telesocial, and we mentioned a couple other, like the Million Mask Challenge. But even if you want to share, we have a social media volunteer opportunity that people can come in and just pop in and out. If you have 5, 10, 20 minutes a week, you can help out, honestly. So I just, I want to thank you and your audience for helping to provide this platform. And you're doing a great service. People who give back in the way that you're doing help more people than you will ever know.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And it's so important right now, especially, people are losing their jobs and they might not get back. And so even volunteering can open up opportunities for them in the future that they might not even be aware of. So.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Nonprofits hire from their volunteer base all the time.
Yeah. So Brother, thanks so much for joining me on this conversation. I'm going to repost it if I can figure out the technology, how to save it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you've been great, and maybe we'll do another one in a couple weeks.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, I'm trying to get the word out as much as I can, and let us know if we can help you get the word about any other initiatives. You all post some great stuff, so share it back with us if you have like volunteer opportunities or other organizations. Like we repost like Red Cross and all these other organizations all the time. So we'll add y'all to the list. Yeah,
love it. Thanks so much, man. All right, give the website a final plug, and and also the social media.
Yeah. laworks.com and at laworks now for any content. Thanks.
Everywhere. All right, man. We'll talk soon. Be safe.
See ya.